be starting this show out taking a look back at Suzanne's season.
Horrible day. I went to the spa to get my mani-pedi, and I saw something that reminded me of that horrible day when we went to Neiman Marcus at that horrible mall.
Oh my gosh, I remember that day. There were these scary men, and they were wearing gang colors, and they had an old Honda Civic. It was ugly, and they were frightening.
And then one of them got out, and he pointed the gun at us, and he wanted my BMW. And I was afraid he would hurt me if I didn't give it to him, so I had to give it to him, but I'm so traumatized.
Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. You know, I was there with you. I remember that. But I'm over it now, you know?
No, I'm not over it. Every time I see an old car, I have flashbacks. I feel hypervigilant. I keep reliving the experience. I refuse to go to Neiman Marcus anymore. I can't even get a mani-pedi. Look at my nails. And I feel so helpless. I've lost interest in shopping. I don't even have control over my feelings anymore.
I'm so sorry. You know, have you been to the doctor?
No, what's the doctor gonna do? You don't even understand.
Oh my
Given
gosh.
your signs and symptoms, I think you may be experiencing post-traumatic stress disorder. You had a traumatic event, someone trying to steal your BMW. Your response to that event was fear, helplessness, hopelessness. You've lost interest in pleasurable activities, and you're reliving the experience day and night. You're having nightmares and fearful episodes during the day. So we can help you. What we'll do is start you in some psychotherapy. We'll have you talk this out with someone. Now you can either do that individually or with a group or with family, whichever would make you more comfortable. And then once you're ready, we're going to have you partake in some cognitive behavioral therapy and some exposure. So we'll get you back in a BMW.
Oh, God,
No, you'll be ready when we do this. Get you back to Neiman Marcus, and we'll get your nails done in a safe
I do want
environment.
to get my nails done.
I'm sure you do. Yes, you do. And so now we'll be looking back at Rachel's season.
Yes, Dr. Jacob, we will.
Hello.
Oh, hey, yeah, thanks for coming by. You know, my maid was here earlier, and she didn't do a very good job cleaning. So I'm just going to finish up cleaning, and then we can go ahead and go to lunch, okay?
Okay, why are you cleaning though? Your house is spotless.
Well, thanks for saying that. But, you know, the bacteria, the germs, I'm just so afraid of them. And it gives me so much anxiety to think that my kids could get sick if I don't clean.
But your kids aren't going to get sick in their own home. Just make them wash their hands, get their vaccinations. Actually, bacteria is good for the kids.
I know, it just gives me so much anxiety, and this is the only thing that helps us to clean. And it's not that bad of a habit. You know, my kids will be fine, right?
But how long do you spend cleaning every day?
Like 4 hours or so. But, you know, it is kind of getting in the way of my husband and mine's relationship, and I can't spend as much time with the kids, but it's the only thing that helps with the anxiety. I'm just afraid of them.
Yeah,
Germs.
we don't want you to be anxious, but the fear of all these germs and this compulsive cleaning is really bad for your nails.
I know, it is kind of bad for my nails, and I have thought about that, but I'm telling you, like, the anxiety and the fear, the germs and the bacteria, my kids getting sick, I just can't stop thinking about it. And cleaning's the only thing that helps, so I just am going to keep doing it, okay? And we can go to lunch in a second.
You know, if you keep doing this though, your anxiety is actually going to get worse in the long run. I really think we should get you some help, and we need to get you another manicure.
So Rachel, given your signs and symptoms, I think what you're suffering from is obsessive compulsive disorder. Now, the causes of OCD are not well known, but thankfully the treatments are very effective. What we're going to do is have you partake in some cognitive behavioral therapy. We're going to try and address your fear of germs and bacteria. We're going to address the maid and her cleaning and try and have you gain some trust in what she does. And we're going to maybe do a little bit of teaching about germs and the effects that they can have on kids and how they can actually be beneficial in working to build their immune systems. So another thing that we're going to do is maybe start you on a selective serotonin reuptake inhibitor until these other therapies start to take hold and you start to recover a little bit. And these will help you to manage your compulsions. Okay? Does that sound good?
Yeah.
Good. Do you have any questions? Okay. And now we're going to take a look back at Bianca and Loretta's season.
Yes, darling.
Are you going out to lunch today again? Because if you do, can you please get me that delish crab salad?
I can't go out for lunch. Last time I went to the Met, I freaked out. I was sweating, my heart was pounding, I was afraid. I felt like I was going to die.
I used to feel like that all the time. It would come out of nowhere. Sometimes I'd be at the country club, sometimes I'd be in the limo. So I just decided to add 4,000 square feet to the estate and stay at home.
Bianca, that's terrible. I mean, your estate is amazing, but don't you miss going on vacation?
I mean, I do miss Fiji, but I'd rather be home and safe. I mean, it's horrible out there.
Loretta, Bianca, I think what you're both experiencing is generalized panic disorder. Loretta, yours is pretty classical. Bianca, I think you may have more of an agoraphobia, which is the fear of venturing outside. Now, we're not sure what causes these. It could be genetics, it could be previous traumatic events, or just generalized anxiety. Nobody really knows what the cause is, but the good news is there are effective treatments available for both of you. Those treatments consist of some cognitive behavioral therapies where we'll put you in situations where you might be a little bit uncomfortable, but we'll work you through them so you start to feel more comfortable with them over time. Then we're going to start teaching you some breathing exercises so that when you do get into situations where your heart starts to beat a little bit faster, you'll know some techniques to start calming that down and relaxing a little bit. And then we're probably going to start you on some medications just until the other therapies start to become more effective. Does that sound good? So in your case, we'll probably start by just going outside, maybe to the porch or the golf course here on your estate, and make sure you're comfortable with that, and then we'll venture a little further. We'll take baby steps.
We'll see what we can do.
Okay, does that sound good?
That sounds good.
Good. Do you have any questions?
No.
No? Any questions?
No, thank
Okay.
you.
So next we'll be taking a look back at the twins season.
I guess we have to see the worst.
I've been thinking lately, and I really feel like my husband's cheating on me. Like, all the time.
Oh my goodness, how long have you been feeling this way?
Unfortunately, like, ever since we've been married, to be honest, it's really bad. Like, sometimes I just get all fidgety, and I can't sleep, and even sometimes at work I look like an idiot because I literally just space out. I can't think of anything.
Oh my god, I've been feeling the same way. But, well, just a little bit different though. My husband, I'm so terrified that he's gonna leave me. And he asked me the other day what I'd been doing around the house, and I just about lost it. I'm so terrified that he's gonna leave me and that I'm just not a good enough housewife. And it's been really stressing me out. I have the exact same symptoms as you, but sometimes I even snap at the kids.
Well, that would be awful. I'm so glad that I don't have kids. But it's good to know I'm not alone.
No, you're definitely not. I was looking at Pinterest the other night, and I saw these amazing recipes. But I'm just so terrified that I'm gonna burn the house down.
Well, that seems perfectly reasonable to me.
I know, right? But if that happened, my husband would leave me, and I would lose this gorgeous house.
That would be terrible.
So ladies, from listening to your symptoms, what I think you're suffering from is generalized anxiety disorder. You're having anxiety attacks, but you're not really sure what's causing them. They just happen at different times. And unfortunately, we're not sure what's causing that. The etiology is not well known. There does seem to be a genetic link. 30% of the time, identical twins will suffer from this disease together, this disorder together. So the good news is the treatments are very effective. We'll be able to help you both get over this. What we're going to do is start you in some cognitive behavioral therapies, where we're going to explore what's triggering the anxiety attacks, and then maybe help you learn some coping mechanisms to deal with the anxiety attacks when they happen. To get you through until you're managing the disorder on your own, we'll probably start you on a medication, a selective serotonin reuptake inhibitor, and that'll just keep the attacks from being so bad and so frequent. Does that make sense to you?
I think so.
Okay, do you have any questions?
Not really, no.
Okay, good. Well, next we'll be looking back at Allison's season.
Just gotta say, thank God all that's over.
Allison, hello.
Oh, hey!
How are you? How's it going?
Well, I'm okay, but I think I heard you drive over here with the car, and I don't really understand why you do such a horrible thing. I mean, if you're not more careful around me, my husband is gonna wring your neck.
I did drive my car over here. What's the problem with that?
Well, ever since my car accident 2 weeks ago, like I can't even think or look at a car. It's just way too scary. Wait, is this a dream? Am I a real person?
Are you okay?
Katie, help me!
Allison, snap out of it. It's okay.
I'm sorry. You know, like, I've just been feeling like this so often. I mean, sometimes I forget who I am, and I forget what I'm doing, and sometimes I feel like my body doesn't even belong to me, if that even makes any sense.
How long did you say you've been feeling like this?
Oh, I don't know. Probably since the accident, and I really haven't been able to sleep well or concentrate on anything else since then either.
Oh.
So, Allison, what I think you're suffering from is acute stress disorder, which is the precursor to post-traumatic stress disorder. And this will turn into post-traumatic stress disorder if left untreated for more than 1 month from the traumatic event that you did experience.
Okay.
So your symptoms are the same. You're feeling symptoms of hopelessness, fear, even horror. At times you're reliving the experience over and over at night and during the day. So we want to get you right in for some therapy. And what we'll start with is some psychotherapy, where you're just going to talk about what happened. You can do this one-on-one, you can do it with a group of people who have had a similar experience, or even with your family, whatever would be more comfortable for you. And then when you're ready, we'll start with some cognitive behavioral therapies, where we'll expose you to, riding in a car again, but in a safe environment. Maybe just start out with sitting on the edge of the seat or something, until you're comfortable being in a vehicle and driving around again. How does that sound?
Whatever you think is best, doctor.
Okay, good. Then that's what we'll do. Thank you for joining us for this recap of the season of The Real Housewives of EVCC. Until next season, goodbye.